This took me a minute. Found out I need my screen rotation on in order to in horizontal view. So let's finish this fly we had going the other day. My friend picked me up last minute in that one live stream, and then I didn't end up posting later. So we're gonna go ahead and try and finish this fly today, and then maybe do a couple more. We got the tail on there. I think we'll go ahead and cut that tail a little shorter though. Better, actually, I'm gonna wrap this a little closer. All right. Ooh, I like that gold. Yeah, we'll do gold wire. Notice somebody's in the room. How's it going? Hope your Sunday is going well. There we go. Gosh, sometimes it's a little hard to break that wire. I got a little bit of thicker wire. It was cheap at Hobby Lobby, so I was like, why not? It was in the jewelry section. They had super thin wire, and it was cheap. I got some. I mean, shoot, that's only, excuse me, 99 cents. But I got all these. I think I got like a 12 pack. Whole bunch of colors of wire, and it's a little thicker. But it was only $11 for like 12 different packs of them. But I can deal with a little thicker. These sink anyway, so. Alright. Now we need some nymph skin on there. I think we might do black nymph skin. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I've had an awfully productive day today. I'll show you what new fly tie-in stuff I got here in a second. two people in the room. Oh, someone. Uncle Brian's Corey. It's Corey. Long time no see. He used to be called Budget Bushcraft. No, I. It was never called Budget Bushcraft, but I did teach a lot of budget tips. No, there was a Budget Bushcraft and Outdoors. He's a Canadian from British Columbia. He still is around though. He is under a different channel name. I can't remember his channel name, but yeah, he is still around. But yeah, I haven't posted in a long time. Used to do a lot of live fishing videos. Um, I would do a lot of survival kind of type videos, tips and tricks. It was good to see you. No, I'm talking about my channel. Used to be called. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, you're still around. I thought. I knew you had changed your name. Okay, yeah, Budget Bushcraft. How are you doing? Oh yeah. No, I think I'm still friends with you on Facebook. How have you been doing, man? I'm the one that used to hang out with you. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I know. I remember. I know exactly who you are. Yep. I'm still friends with you on Facebook. Yeah, it has been a long time. I remember there used to be a different budget who was from Canada, but no, you're from with Yankee and those guys. Yeah, I completely remember. Well, a couple years ago, I had a stroke and shattered my hip and broke my leg in three places. Found out I had a neuropathy in both my feet. Oh goodness. To the outdoor. Oh gosh, that's too bad, man. Sorry to hear that. I've seen some of the posts you've had on Facebook, so I've been kind of keeping up with that news. Yeah, goodness, it's good to know you're still moving around though. Is Yankee still around? Shoot, I haven't looked up his channel in a while. I know. I remember he had cancer. Last I knew. Now I'm living in a 2020 Dodge Grand Caravan with my cat, traveling around meeting up with YouTubers and just enjoying. Okay, that's cool, dude. That's really cool. No, unfortunately, he did. Okay. Yeah, I knew he had cancer. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, rest in peace, buddy. So I definitely feel like the pandemic definitely did a dinger on a lot of people, for sure. It definitely did with me and my last relationship. I'm on my own now, which I'm much happier, more at peace that way. And I've actually got my stuff together now to where I can focus more on my channel again. So That and the rest of my family, of course. Definitely been paying my grandma a lot of visits. She deserves it. Last year we did have a live stream in his memory with several people that used to be part of his life. Sunsets. It was very touching. That's cool, man. Very, very cool. So, yeah, I used to watch a lot of his videos, or at least pop in with a few of his live streams every once in a while. There we go. A lot of those friendships sort of dissipated after that, but now Go Fish Office, I do game night twice a week. Nice. That's cool. Other than the friendships kind of dissipating, yeah, I could understand that. One person can kind of hold a big group of people together and whatnot. But yeah, I've been going live. Shoot, how often have I been going live? Started last month. I believe it was last month I started. Yeah, last month, like the end of last month, I started. And I've been going live. I would like to try to post at least 2 videos a month. But I've posted quite a few so far, just live streams. I need to get my video editing app back, so I can't really like edit anything yet. And I also don't have internet. I am just paying for cell phone service. So, but my video editing app I used to do on my phone anyway. So, like I used to pay what was it, $10 a month, and it was like Power Director. Power Director always worked pretty well for me. started using Clipchamp because it's free with Windows 10 and above, and it's smarter than the old Windows Movie Maker. Okay, very cool. And I think my friend Anthony, he uses Adobe. All right, there's that nymph. Now it's time to start another one. I did buy some new hooks today. I got some tactical jig hooks. We could do some more beaded nymphs on those. It's just more angled where that bead'll sit. Got some number 12 nymph bead heads. And I got some heavy wire scud emerger hooks, which I like using these with a bead too. But had to restock up on beadhead hooks. My aunt has a store up in Rochford, and I sold quite a bit of my hooks this year, or not my hooks, my flies up there this year. So that was pretty cool. I'm mainly just trying to make more and restock. That's why I've been doing lives. I was like, shoot, if I got to restock, I might as well, live stream it. Yeah, last weekend was their last weekend for the season, so they won't be open back up until I believe May sometime. They close for the winter. That's a good idea, right? I kind of thought so. And I noticed beaded. Oh gosh, I've noticed beaded nymphs work really well up here in South Dakota for catching trout for sure. All right. I don't think I'm gonna put a tail on this. Might just do wire and a body. Best part about this van life is that I can always say I'm at home. Yeah, right? No kidding. Shoot, I've even thought about doing something like that. I've got a coworker who's got a friend whose daughter re-renovated a bus and turned it into a little home. So that's really cool. I mean, I guess, shoot, the only thing you really got to worry about is gas, and then vehicle repairs if your vehicle goes bad. And then if you decide you want to go, somewhere, and then, of course, food expenses. But, shoot, not having to worry about rent or a house payment, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I've got a 2000 watt inverter solar panel to back up batteries, a microwave, a toaster oven, and a tent that attaches to. That's cool. Nice. Heck yeah. Solar panel for sure. That's a good way to be sure you still have power and you can keep your phone charged and whatnot. Awesome. I think that's kind of like the setup she's got with her bus. I think she's got a solar panel on the top of it that kind of helps power everything. Can I use my phone as a hotspot for internet? Spend a lot of time in barrels and truck stops along the way. Yeah, you can use your hotspot for internet. I've got 10 gigabytes of hotspot, and I use it to pretty much update like my games and stuff on my computer when I need to, or if I need to access something crazy on my computer, I'll open up my hotspot for it. But yeah, your hotspot's pretty much Wi-Fi. That's why I've kind of thought about upping my phone plan because I think it's the $55 plan for straight talk will give you 30 gigabytes of hotspot data, which is basically like enough to hop on something. Uh, Basically, you can download almost one giant video game with 30 gigabytes of hotspot. But you don't game, so. But If I remember correctly, I'm sure you probably know about computer memory and all that stuff and data. No, I just use it for live streaming and whatnot so that I can use the camera from the laptop, although I pay almost $100 a month for my phone plan. Yeah, I spent several years as a IT specialist. Yeah. That, and I think I remember you talking and having like English debates with my ex-girlfriend. We were sitting by the fire and you were sitting there and you were saying that you used to run communications or something like that for something, or have to look and read a lot. If I remember correctly. There we go. Trying to look for my chartreuse peacock hurl here. We'll do chartreuse instead of that orange this time. I almost got a new bag of materials today, but decided to just wait and save my money. Yeah, I used to manage the entire print serving system for Assembly Property Group, the company that owns all the damn malls in the country. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. But yeah, I remember you had like a big old English debate with my ex. That's that was funny. I was giggling about it the whole time. Oh shoot, those were the days, right? I definitely feel like the pandemic definitely changed a lot of stuff for sure. We're definitely living through a different timeline right now. It definitely doesn't feel the same as it did before. Yeah, watching you guys along the riverside was always fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Or when I was fishing by the creek. I don't know if I ever took you guys catfishing with me. I know I took you, I think, up to Pactola once or twice while we were sitting on a dock. But yeah, the creek here in town, I remember taking you guys to a lot. There we go. Kind of made a smaller profile fly there. Didn't want anything too crazy with this one. I must have stepped on my whip finish tool or something because it got all curved. Oh, I fixed it. Okay, never mind. Oh, shoot. Yeah, watching you guys. Oh. All right. There's that one. That one looks pretty cool. I think now we will try to do something more natural color and natural looking. Let's see here. Oh, I just got back from meeting up with Go Fish Office and Gill Skills in Minnesota last month. And I'm planning a trip out to Gill Skills House in Maine and then coming home through West Virginia. Maine is one of the states I have been really wanting to see. That's really cool. And maybe stopping by to see some YouTubers in Ohio. Sweet. Who was that in Ohio? Uh, Greg. I met a Greg when I went on a camping trip with AOK Foraging and Adventures in Iowa, and Greg, I can't remember his channel name, but I follow him on Instagram. He went to that camping trip in Iowa, and he's from Ohio, and he says that area is just beautiful. Um, but I know he's a YouTuber from there. I don't know if he still posts or not, but I see he does post on Instagram and Facebook. So I know he still posts content on there, but I don't know about if he still posts on YouTube or not. But Maine is definitely one of the states I've really been wanting to check out. Keep forgetting, but I think we'll actually put some rubber cement on this one because I keep forgetting to put rubber cement on the other ones. Just keeps that fly or all those wraps held in place a little bit better. All right, we'll throw some uh, goose biot on here. Kind of give it like a caddisfly tail or a mayfly tail. It's a little thicker. Do like this color though. Yeah, it's always the hard part trying to get these lined up back to back so they're facing away from each other. Basically, how opposite how they're supposed to be facing on the feather itself. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's like a Y? Oops, my list was too long as far as the Ohio people. Being here in central Indiana, it's not too far for me to go see anybody. That's cool. Very cool. Like I hope to I really want to go to Colorado next year. Colorado isn't too far for me. I think Colorado's only just to get into Colorado, it's like 2.5 hours. That's kind of a long tail, but we'll make it work. All right. I think we'll get. I mean, we're gonna keep it natural, but we're definitely gonna do something else for wire. I think we'll do black wire. All right, we'll do. I think. How is this translucent pink gonna look under that? Oh, that looks actually kind of cool. We'll go with the pink. Oh, that's kind of clear. Do I not have a pink somewhere? Oh no, that's pink. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was really good seeing you again too, man. While living in the Valley, clean out every day. I need to do before the sun goes down. I'll keep an eye out for you. Thanks, man. And yeah, it was good seeing you. Definitely. Great catching up. There goes the train. And that one's pretty cool. I like that. That one's got a long tail, but I kind of like it. All right. We're almost hitting our 1 hour mark. I'm going to go and take a quick fresh air breather real quick. Um, Anybody who comes into the room, you're more than welcome to chat amongst yourselves. You can say hello and leave a message for me when I get back. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick breather because I just got done tying flies for almost an hour. So I'll be back. Sit tight. I'm back. Quick fresh air break, as in quick smoke break. All right. What other new fly shall we tie? I think I might try and do something with a jig head this time. I went fishing on Thursday and found out that they really like trout magnets. Um, so like this might be a new favorite lure up and coming. I'm slowly finding out that the fish around here kind of like the smaller jigs, anything smaller. Um, so what I'm kind of thinking is what if I tried to tie my own trout magnet? Because I have nymph skin, so I can give it that rubbery look. I've got what are they called? Where are they at? I've got legs, so or like nymph legs, so I can put those on there. Yeah, there we go. I could probably make some really cool trout magnets. Yeah, just look at all these colors of legs I got. All sorts of colors. Yeah, I might be onto something here. Let's do that. I'll throw this in there. Oh, but it's going to be jigging like this. Okay, so I got to pretty much almost tie it upside down. Yeah, look at those. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll change it up a little bit and kind of make like a homemade trout magnet and see how this works. I think we'll just use one leg for the trout magnet though, because it has the normal trout magnet has two tails. So this will kind of mimic the two tails, I feel like. We'll just fold it in half and then go from there. All right. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta start wrapping my line. Oops. I'm thinking. Since it's got a white head, I think what we'll do is we'll try to use. Yeah, we're gonna change our line here. So I've got uh, white thread we can use. I'd like to get some new white thread or some newer different colors of thread, just so I can hide the thread in there a little bit better. I also need thread that is, this is one size 140 ultra thread, and this white is size 210, which is a little bit thicker, which I mean, it'll work. I'd like to get size 140 white if I can. But man, thread's kind of expensive for fly tying. I think the only reason is because ultra thread it's Kevlar, so it's harder to break, and it's a little bit more expensive since it's Kevlar. Okay, where's my restringing tool? Man, I should probably clean up my bench. Oh, there we go. I swear my bench at work looks a lot better than the bench I've got at home. All right. Get this started up here. Yeah, and I remember to put a layer of rubber cement on there. Notice people coming in and out. Alright, we'll do one more wrap going down and then we'll come back up so we can grab the tail I've got cut out here. Alright, where'd that tail go? Oh, right there. I want it folding in so there's like little black lines on here. So I'm trying to fold it so that we can see them black lines. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Might have to cut them a little shorter, but that works. We'll go ahead and cut them now. We'll cut them to about there. Yeah, that's cool. Alrighty. Get the rest of this tied on there. It's already weighted pretty good, so we won't add any wire to it. Just want to make sure this body is nice and equal all the way across. So once the body's all level, once I throw this nymph skin on there, it'll be so good. It'll look so nice. Shoot, I might make a couple of these. Because I know they work. And it's kind of the same pattern as the trout magnet. I'm just making it myself here. Alright, I think we'll try and work with that. Yeah, we'll work with that. Okay. Now, go ahead and tie on some of this white nymph skin. And then we'll do some like dubbing and feathering up here on the head. Oh, I might need to do some more wraps around this spot. Try and make it a little bit more level. There we go. We'll go back to about, I think, here. It's kind of back to where it starts looking a little funky. Alright. So we got orange on there for a color. You could do like a dubbing mix. I think that might be a good idea. There's white. So we'll do, I mean, I do have orange. I think what we'll do is we'll do the orange, but we'll mix it with some of this natural color here. And do some of this yellow. Yeah, that looks cool. It's like a sunburst yellow, kind of. All right. Now that's looking pretty neat. All right, what kind of feathers should I put on there? Let's go ahead and build this up a little bit. We'll go ahead and throw like we'll do like a bright orange, kind of keep on matching what I got going on here. There we go. I mean, although that is... I'm thinking here. I could do that orange and have it mold into something else. I don't know if it really needs any feathers. That adds body. That looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, I might just leave it as is, actually. So, I mean, that's about how a trout magnet looks. It's about like that. Except it doesn't have, you know, this hot spot in the front here. But the rest of it, I mean, pretty much does. Alright, we'll just add some UV glue to it. We'll put some UV glue on the back. I think we'll make another one of these because that was kind of fun. My goodness, tonight's pretty slow. I don't know what was going on Friday night, but holy moly, there was a lot of people coming in my live stream Friday night. Alright, they got up to about 8 people. Which I wasn't expecting that at all. Thank you, everybody who was viewing my channel. And I'm sorry that day when I decided to leave abruptly. I did not mean to leave early. Friend had called me and let me know he was on his way to pick me up, and I thought he was going to be here a little bit later than what he had said. So yeah, I like that. Oh, those eyes glow orange. That's cool. There's some UV effect with it. Shoot, I might have to use this tonight before it gets dark. Try and make sure my phone's fully charged, and I might take you guys with me. Well, I think we'll make a couple different colors of these. That was pretty neat. I kind of like this. Kind of show you what I did here. Kind of get a close up on it. I'll hold it like this. It's got a tail, a little bit of a hot spot, and that grubby look on the back. Definitely looks like a trout magnet. I think that'll catch a trout. Definitely catch me some crappie or bluegill, because I was hooking up on those like crazy on Thursday. But just shine this a little bit more with the UV light, just to make sure that glue's set in place good. And then I think, yeah, we'll make another one. So I still have some more some more jig heads in here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The only thing about these jig heads is they put too much paint around the eye hole of the jig head. So you can never get your fishing line in there. There we go. Open that up a little bit so we can sneak a line in there. There. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I think we'll go ahead and make another one here. But this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and preset the eye hole. Just because paint it over. There we go. Alright. We'll definitely pick a different color tail here, I think. We used this orange last time. We got a bunch of different colors. This green will even be cool. Like green, or what else do I got here? Kind of have like this white silver. I think this green will be neat. We'll kind of do like a black one, I think. Let me see here. Black or... Ooh, actually, we'll do this white tail, and we'll give it a pink body instead, I think. I think that'll be cool. That's also, I guess, the good thing about tying these is I only need to pull one tail off instead of a couple. Kind of allows me to save on these a little bit more. Yeah, gosh, I really like that. That's definitely got a grubby feel to it. Goodness, that hook is sticky too. Well, I've got a couple things of tail just hiding out here. Maybe I should probably put these away. Well, that might be kind of cool. Do like a green pumpkin one. I'll just need to get some different colored jig heads, but that might look pretty cool. Alright, so we got our tail. Alright, paint our head cement on here. Oh, goodness. As I said before, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. And don't be afraid to chat. I am definitely a chatter. I love chatting with people. Ask away with any questions you got or some comments, even some stories. We all like stories. I used to do a bunch of chill by the fire live streams, so I'm definitely a big story guy. Better, yeah. I'm up for any questions too. Any questions will, I mean, it helps anybody else out in the long run. Think I had somebody 2 or 3 live streams ago asked me if colors really. I think he said something about colors. He said colors. Do colors really matter when it comes to fishing? And I said most definitely. It does. You could even trick the same pool you're fishing in if you just change up your colors. Like if you know they're hitting on one lure, you can change the color and they will hit on that same lure, but since it's a different color, they'll think it's something completely different. All right. Got that tail on there. And we'll trim it about right there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, goodness, it is definitely a slow night tonight. And it might be because a lot of people don't get on their phones on Sundays. Which, I mean, I can get. I know there's a whole thing going around saying not to go get on cell phones on Sundays. A lot of people don't just because it's just a break from social media. Alright, got ourselves a nice body on there. I think we said we're going to go with that pink, so yeah, we'll do the pink. I think I've got more of a pasty pink color though. I don't think, yeah, I think I do. Yeah, in here, there we go. I don't see any of it laying out. It's kind of pasty pink. Oh yeah, that's pink. When I see it against the white, it's pink, but it by itself, it kind of looks white. more of a creamier color, but this should work. But shoot, now that I kind of have the idea to make some trout magnets, I should go get myself some more colors of tail. And I might hop off the live stream here soon and go try my luck fishing. Alright, start wrapping this. Oh gosh, I let go of it. That's what you don't want to do, is let go of it. There we go. I may have to flatten this part out a little bit. Oh, it fell down. There we go. Alright, now for some dubbing. Since there's pink on there, with that kind of white goldish tail, I think pink would probably be the best on there. Do some of that with a little bit of this kind of nymph cream color. Get these mixed up real good. Gosh, I should have stayed live longer on Friday. There was a lot of people. Maybe Friday's the time for me to go live. Who knows? Definitely do like talking to you guys. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright. Yeah, this one's pretty neat. kind of made like a pink and white one. Yeah, cool. All right, guys. Well, I've been going live for 15 till 2 hours. So normally I'm only live for an hour or a little bit over an hour. So, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll go live maybe later on this week if I'm bored or whatever. But once again, I do enjoy talking to you guys. Guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave comments on any of my videos. I always respond to my comments. And as always, keep living, keep fishing, and I will see you guys in my next video and or live stream. See you later, guys.